My net has slowed down a bit. Yeah. So Ritika madam is basically a chartered accountant. She is a director of Lily India Private Limited, a concern which deals with hair care. She has been a senior level instructor at Art of Living and has been conducting workshops of professional nature in both India and abroad. She is having a dynamism and a leadership across many states, and her list goes on. She has worked at big firms like Tata Steel, Bajaj Alliance, Shellwell, and many more. So she is dealing with stress management and meditations. Basically, she has got a undergraduation from economic honors from St. Xavier's College, Kolkata, and have qualified chartered accountant with distinction, and we all know what is that. And then there is that Birla Associates, which she has been associated at Bangalore, and her experience goes back to 22 years with 15 years of core seminar and teaching. She has been training faculties across IIM, IIT, NITs, NIFT, business schools, International Business School, ICAI, National University of Judicial Sciences, empowering thousands of students as well as academic faculty, fraternity, also industrial professionals. And she has been pioneering this Art of Living social entrepreneurship program since 2016, and have been engaged in training over 250 students on yearly basis across the state of West Bengal. So it is over to you, madam.
Thank you so much, Dr. Vanav.
Yes, thank you, ma'am. So such a wonderful CV and such a high professional expert is being coming to our workshop. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you. Once again, we welcome you. Yes,
Thank you
ma'am.
so much. Thank you so much, Dr. Vanav. It's a pleasure being here with all of you. Dr. Vanav was just telling me, I think we have people from such diverse backgrounds who are here present today, I believe, right? We have students and scholars and professors. But I think across all ages, the topic of stress management is relevant, right? If we like, we could make this an interactive session. So if you don't mind, you could put on your videos. I would love to see you and see your response and have you participate in this part of the session. I know that after lunch hours are the most challenging ones because to stay awake is, as professors, I think all of you have the experience of being on this end. And as students, we all have all mastered the art of listening with our eyes closed, of sleeping with our eyes open, actually. So as students, we all know how to listen and pretend that we are listening, but the mind has switched off. So the topic of stress management is one, I think, that is relevant across all ages. I'm sure this is, all of you will relate with me when I say that. Nowadays, even small children come up to their parents saying, "Mummy, I'm stressed." And the parent is wondering, what do you know about the word stress at all, right? So being an economic honors student, personally for me, I felt one of the best definitions of stress that I heard was when demand is greater than supply. Too much to do and too little time results in stress, or too much to do and too little energy, that also results in stress. Do you agree with me by any chance? Yeah, Satarupaji or Milaji, do you agree? Yeah. So you find that you have very little time and too much to do, and you find the pressure building. Or even if you have enough time, you find suddenly the days your energy levels are very low, you find yourself feeling more pressured. That's in our experience. So if you think about it, time we can manage, but we cannot increase. Correct? Workload will never reduce, it will only increase. So the only thing left in our own hands is the energy levels. I'm sure you will relate when I ask you that some mornings you wake up and you feel the energy levels are very high. Do you realize those days your mind is more calm and peaceful? How many of us have experienced this? Those days the mind is better. Those days our efficiency is higher. Similarly, there are days when we wake up and you feel the energy is very low. You find yourself feeling dull and lethargic, and efficiency levels turn out to be high or low. Can you tell me? Turn out to be low. So you will find there is a very strong relation between the word stress and our energy levels. Thank you all for replying on the chat room. It's nice to have you participating. So energy and stress is very closely connected. See, just after lunch, I know we are feeling a little drowsy, especially if you have had rice and dal, then even more. So to wake ourselves up, can we make this session a little interactive? Can I have a yes or a thumbs up, something, please? Anvi, is that all right? So let's do an exercise. I want all of us to bring our hands in front. Just bring our hands in front. I remember my school days and college days and university days. Lunch hours is dangerous. So let's put our hands in front. And if you can shake your fingers as fast as you can. A little faster. Come on, sab budhapa ko chhod ke thoda, let's feel young. Can you shake your fingers a little more? At least 1 or 2 fingers should drop off. A little more. Okay, pause. Freeze. Do you feel your fingertips? How many of us can feel a slight tingling sensation happening here? If you cannot, can you do it one more time? Anupamji, can you feel it? A little more. Can you shake your hands? Faster. And freeze. Now do you feel it? Just check your fingertips. Could you feel it? Yeah, Pramodji, you're agreeing with me? Yeah, there's a slight tingling sensation. This word is called prana. Prana. When this prana level in our body goes down, we feel dull, lethargic, negative, tired. Correct? And when this prana level is high, the same situation, the same people, the same place, the same city, but you find yourself responding differently. Do you agree with me? See, we have been stuck in this lockdown period for the last so many months. I know people who have spent these last 4 or 5 months cribbing and complaining throughout, waiting for this period to desperately end. Have you come across such people? Yes, we all have. And the other side, I have come across so many people who have spent this time learning so many new skills. They have developed their abilities, they have learned languages, they have expanded their skill set, expanded their profiles. Isn't it true? So if we really think about it, the way we respond to a situation boils down to our state of mind. I know people going through the worst situation in their life, but if you look at them, they are okay. They look fine. They look strong. I know people who have everything, all possible comforts that you could think of, they have it, and yet they find reasons to complain. Agree? Can you see a few faces coming into your mind right now? लगता है यार सब कुछ है. अब तब भी लग रहा है क्यों रो रहे हो? Like everything that you have in your life. So end of the day, it boils down to our state of mind. And I would like to begin my session with a sentence that says the quality of our life depends on the state of our mind. The quality of our life depends on the state of our own mind. And that is what we are here to discuss today. Yeah. See, you're sitting on a beautiful beach. अब तो पता नहीं कब, लेकिन कभी ना कभी तो beach पे वापस जाएंगे. And you're watching this beautiful sunset and thinking life is so amazing. And just then we get a phone call and जोर से झगड़ा होता है. Do you notice how beautiful the sunset is after that? Bhad mein jaye sunset. Who cares about the sunset? How could you do this to me? How many of you are agreeing with me? The sunset is still the same. The people around you are still the same. But what has changed? The state of our mind has changed because of that one phone call that came. Similarly, you're walking on a dirty, filthy, smelly street, but you have received some fantastic news. And you're very enthusiastic and happy. Do you find yourself complaining about the scenario around you? No, because the state of your mind has changed. We spend so much of our life trying to fix the environment we are in. Correct? We want to control people. We want to control the situations. We want to control other people's state of mind. And you realize that our own mind is far, far from control. How many of us agree with this? See, I'll give you a very simple, very easy example. I want you to all participate, please. I want you to close your eyes for just one moment, and I want you to think of anything. Just go ahead first. Could you just close your eyes for a few moments and think of anything, but do not think of a bright red color monkey. Think of anything, but do not think of a bright red color monkey wearing a pink color cap, wearing a green color skirt, standing on the bark of a tree, waving his arms and dancing. Think of anything, but do not think of that red color monkey wearing a pink color topi, wearing a green color skirt, and dancing on a tree. Do not think of a monkey. Please open your eyes. How many of you agree that even though till now there was no need of a monkey in your life, the moment I told you don't think of a monkey, for a fraction of a second your mind went there? How many of you are agreeing with me? Yeah, this is the amount of control we have over our own mind. You have a fight with somebody the night before, the more you tell yourself, uske baare mein mat socho, do not think about this person. How many of you have realized utna hi zyada hamara man udhar jata hai? You had a huge fight with somebody and you have something to prepare for. You're telling yourself, don't. Is it in your experience that much more your mind goes there? This is the way our mind works. The first principle at the level of the mind is whatever we resist, it persists at the level of the mind. You have an early morning flight to catch and you have just 2 hours to sleep. The more you tell yourself, quickly go to sleep. How many of you have experienced usi din neend nahi aata hai? How many of you? These are all to establish and remind us of the fact that we have very little control over our own mind. Yeah. So I would like to share a few tendencies of the mind which you will find connecting back to stress. Is that all right? Yeah. So the first tendency of the mind is what I said, whatever we resist tends to persist. The second tendency of the mind I would like to share is the tendency of our mind to swing between past and future. Yeah, see, for example, we are sitting here and listening to me, or at least pretending to listen to me. But how many times our mind has already wandered away? Has it happened? And you will find that maximum our mind is moving between past and future. You are sitting here, but the mind is already calculating, what did I forget doing? I had to call up that person. What is going to happen next? What does this mean? Can you tell me largely what are the emotions that we experience when our mind is stuck to the past? Could you just type it in the chat room, please? Largely, whenever our mind is totally stuck to the past, generally, what is the emotion? Could you share on the chat room? Anupam ji, Pramod ji, go ahead. Majority of the times, what is the largely predominant emotion? Neeraj is saying mixed. Aisha is saying sad. All right. So you remember the sad moments, regrets. Thank you, Amrapali, for sharing that. Happiness. What else? You know, when you're thinking of happy moments, it just comes and goes. But when you're stuck to the past, usually there are 3 emotions. It is, yeah, correct. I can see all the answers coming. It is either regret, or it is guilt, or it is anger. Anger is a third emotion. First is what? Regret. I wish I had not done this. Guilt. Oh my God, why did I do this? I ended up messing up so many people's lives in the process. Or third is what? Anger. आज भी देखते हो तो उसका चेहरा देखते तो याद आता है, देख लूंगा. 10 साल बीत गए, अभी तक तो देख नहीं पाए, लेकिन आज भी जब देखते तो लगता है देख लूंगा. The emotions just come back in that one fraction of a second. How many of you are agreeing with me? Yeah. So emotions associated with past is usually regret, guilt, or anger. And every time our mind is stuck into the future, can you tell me what are the emotions largely? What if this doesn't happen? What if this doesn't happen? What is the emotion? Can you tell me the name? It is largely, absolutely. Amrapali is sharing fear, or there is another word. It is anxiety. Fear and anxiety. What next? And between these emotions, our entire life is passing. So one of the best sutras to bring your mind into the present moment is by connecting it through the breath. So if you like, before I conclude today's session, would you like to experience a short meditation so that you can practically see if it is possible to relax the mind? Would any of you like to do that? Yes? So we'll go through a practical process at the end of the session. So the second tendency I spoke about is, second is what? To be able to keep the mind more and more in the present moment, right now, this moment, bringing the mind here. It becomes a source of a lot of energy and enthusiasm. Yeah. The third tendency is something I would like you to participate. I would like you to tell me, what do you find yourself doubting more, positive or negative? Please share your answers. What do you doubt more in your life, positive or negative? Negative. Sharbari ji is sharing negative. Aisha is saying negative. Anupam is saying negative. Anybody who thinks it's positive, Devashish says positive. Rachna says positive. Professionally positive, personally negative. All right, mixed again, negative. Okay, a lot of views coming forward. Thank you all for sharing. But you may notice after I tell you that we tend to doubt the positive more than the negative. Just think about it. Somebody comes and tells you, Urmila ji, I love you. You are so beautiful. And you think, what do you want? Why are you suddenly praising me right now? Point pe aao bhai. Kya chahiye? Yes or no? You end up doubting. But when somebody comes and tells you, I hate you, do you ever say, really? Or do you believe it? Tell me, do you believe it? Have you ever seen two people sitting in CCD and discussing their hatred about each other? Do you find them sitting and telling each other, you have changed? You don't hate me like the way you hated me 6 months ago. Do you do that? No, somebody says, I hate you, and we immediately believe it. But when somebody says, I love you, you say, really? Are you sure? That is why couples in a relationship are desperately spending their life convincing each other, I really do. I really do. Because you doubt the positive. Are we agreeing with me by any chance? Do you agree? You end up doubting happiness. Right? Neeraj, suppose someday you're very happy, you start thinking, kal kuch to gadbad hoga. Mujhe itni khushi kaise mil sakti hai? You start doubting, am I really happy, or what's going to go wrong tomorrow? Does it happen? Yeah. But the days we are depressed, do we ever doubt that emotion? Aaj mood theek nahi hai, samne mat aao. Today I'm not feeling good and I know very well I'm feeling depressed. We never doubt the negative emotion. We doubt the positive. When you want to do something, we find ourselves doubting so much. I don't know if I'll be able to do it. I'll try. Let me see. But when I cannot do something, have you noticed how much confidence we feel when we say impossible? This cannot happen. Yeah, that is why as students, have you realized that we often hold on to past failures? Something that has happened years ago, but that impression lingers on in our minds. How many of you are agreeing on that? Yeah, this is our tendency of the mind to doubt the positive, and this is what takes away our confidence. One negative experience, and we end up holding on to that, leading us to the fourth tendency of the mind, which is our memory. I'll give you a very, very simple example. You go to a party and we listen to 10 compliments and we listen to one insult. Tell me very, very honestly, what do you remember when you come back home? Please be very truthful and tell me. I can guarantee you the answer is universal. What is it that you remember? I can see all the messages pouring in and everybody's writing one word on their chat room which says insult for sure. Correct? 10 compliments. I'll give you an example. For example, Panchami ji, suppose I was to meet you in a gathering and I would tell you, Panchami ji, you have such a beautiful smile and you have such beautiful eyes and you have such lovely hair. Panchami ji is looking at me right now very suspiciously that where are you going with this? And after 10 compliments, one person comes and tells you, Panchami ji, everything about you is so amazing. If only you had a nice nose. एक ढंग का नाक मिल जाता तो क्या जाता. Panchami ji, naak ekdam theek hai वैसे, but very honestly, when you come back home, will you remember the beautiful smile and the eyes and the hair, or will you remember? Can you point it? What do we remember when we come back home? Correct. You remember the nose. This is the tendency of our memory. 10 years of friendship, sometimes one fight is enough to put an end to it. Is this in our experience? You have spent years with somebody and one negative experience and we forget all the other times when that person had been there for us. Happens? Yeah. These are some things which we can question why, but the fact remains that this is how it is. You know, as children, it was not so. If you tell a small child, you know, that uncle is not good, unse baat nahi karna, the child will immediately ask why. But if you tell an adult that that person is not good, he will say, yeah, lag hi raha tha, shakal se to beman lag hi raha hai. Are you seeing this? If somebody is very trusting, we think that person is naive. We take pride in mistrust, isn't it? Is this making sense what I'm sharing? Are you relating with me in these points? These are just certain tendencies of the mind. As children, it was not so. Right, Gurpreet ji, you agree with me? Yeah, as children, you tell a child 10 compliments, one insult. The child remembers the 10 compliments and doesn't even, the insult just goes and comes out. Right? So, in this so called process of growing up, somewhere in this process of gaining stress, I think these tendencies have gotten reversed. And there are some very simple things. The key word is what we spoke in the beginning. You can write this word down in capital letters. It is energy levels. It is in your control. Yeah. So there are some things you can do to lift up your energy. Can you guess? Can some of you share your answers on the chat, please? What do you think we can do to immediately lift up our energy? Any guesses? Please share your answers on the group. Meditate, Rachita, thank you. What else? Breathing exercises, Amrapali, deep breathing. What else? What else? This is, of course, true, and I'm coming to this very quickly. Yeah, Neeraj, thank you for saying this. Playing something, sometimes being very creative can help you. Neeraj is saying cricket. Absolutely. Anupam ji is saying take a nap. I wish, Anupam, we could get the luxury of a nap every time we felt tired. Roaming. Okay, diverting the mind, morning walk, music. Fantastic. These were the answers I was looking for. If I want to summarize this, I think the first point I would like to tell you is exercise, especially during lockdown and during lack of this physical activity. Do many of you feel that in the last few months our lethargy has increased? How many of you feel last few months, generally I've been feeling a little tired. The body is not feeling as fresh as it used to. Yeah. Mustafa, Gurpreet, Debashish, everybody's writing a yes in the group, right? So physical exercise is an absolute must. Okay, please spend some time, go for a jog, go for a run, do something physical so that the body doesn't get sunk in low prana. Okay, point number one is physical exercise. Point number two, I would like to tell you is do something creative. I know, especially as professors, many of us are so caught up in our day-to-day routine, but take out a little bit of time to do something expressive. Be it dance, be it music, be it painting, be it starting your own blog. Anything creative, you find that that lethargy goes away and there is a freshness that comes. How many of you are agreeing? Maybe learn an instrument. You know, I had learned classical dance as a small child, and after 25, 26 years during lockdown, I restarted learning classical. And it gave me something about me, felt so enthused. That dullness just disappeared because I was doing something creative. So the second tip I can think of giving you is, yeah, thank you, Dr. Balkani ji is writing gardening. I think that's a fantastic idea, being with nature, taking some walks. I think somewhere in the course of our busy, hectic life, we have forgotten to take out time for ourselves. How many of you are agreeing? Just be honest with yourself and tell me. We've got so busy with routine and responsibilities and duties that what gave us joy when we started it has stopped giving us joy. Do you agree? You started this thinking, I love this, I'm doing what I love. And today you're suddenly feeling it has become mechanical. Yeah, that has started losing its charm. So I think the third point you can write down is forcing yourself to take a little time out, even if it's 15 minutes, putting on some music that you love and just letting go. I think that is itself a form of meditation, isn't it? Yeah. So the third point is spending some time with yourself. And the fourth point I would like to tell you is, if you would like to learn a glimpse of meditation, would you like to experience something right away practically? And then we can talk. Otherwise, we can talk about stress management, but it does not change our state of mind. You can talk, you can give seminars on stress management, but from inside, you're still feeling irritated and angry. You know, things don't happen the way we want it to. You agree? No matter how much we try, people and situations are rarely the way we want them to be. Is this your experience? So whether you like it or not, feeling irritated or angry or upset or frustrated with others' imperfections or others' lack of sincerity or others' dishonesty, are these emotions natural? To feel negative emotions when the opposite situations come. How you deal with it is our own choice. It's natural. It comes into every person's life. For example, in every house, do you agree there is kachra? There is garbage? Yes, no? Obviously, right? There is garbage. What do we do with it? Please type your answers. Very obvious. Neeraj is doing obviously. Can you tell me what is the answer? What do you do with the garbage? You throw it. Absolutely, you throw it. Anupam has written the simple two-word answer, which is throw it out. But what do we do with our emotional garbage? We cling on to it. We call up our best friend and we ask, "Pata hai mere saath kya hua?" And that person has zero interest. He is waiting for you to stop so that he can tell you, "Ye to kuch bhi nahi hai, pata hai mere saath kya hua?" We love clinging on to negativity. Isn't that, you watch all the TV serials today, it is zooming in, zooming out. How could you do this? How? Yeah, preserve, correct. We preserve the negative emotions. 10 years later, you see that face and all that emotion comes back. It's very easy to say, let go. But again, coming back to the beginning of the session, the secret word is when your prana is high, when your energy levels are high, the same situation that used to irritate you, you find yourself thinking, chal chhod yaar, tu bhi kya yaad rakhega. Right? You find yourself responding to the same situation, but a little differently. Because at the end of the day, the only person whose state of mind gets spoiled is our own. That person is peacefully sleeping at night, and we are the ones tossing and turning, thinking about what that person has said. Yes, no, do you agree? Yeah. So the key word behind stress management, if you ask me, after 25 years of practicing meditation and teaching meditation, I would say is, please give time to yourself. The first tip was exercise. The second tip was being creative. The third is taking out some me time, right? And the fourth is meditating, right? So right now, I would like to take us all through a very short meditation. Are we ready for it? Something new. Let's see something different, something new, right? The rest is all lectures anyways. So before I begin the meditation, can you give me your thoughts on what you think meditation is? Any thoughts? I used to think it's something people do when they have nothing else left in their life to do. But I was a little wrong. So Rachita is sharing its peace of mind. Any other thoughts? Okay, Atithan is saying controlling the mind. Panchami says concentration. What else? Any other thoughts? No thoughts at all, says Gurpreet. Okay, mind, making the mind calm, Rashmiji is sharing. Calming and energizing our mind. Yes, Mustafa, very true. Zero thoughts. Okay. You know, many of us feel meditation is concentration. Correct? Concentration is the result of meditation. But in order to meditate, we have to do nothing. Deconcentration is the key. Even if I have to pick up my phone, I have to put an effort, right? But in order to meditate, effortlessness is the key. No effort. I want nothing for the next 20 minutes. Let's see. Right now, we'll do a very short 5-10 minute meditation just to give us a glimpse of the experience. And if you could keep an open mind, it could be something totally new for you. All right, can we do that, everybody? All right. So we can sit up straight. I know we have just had lunch, but I'm still tempted to give us a small experience of meditation so that you feel fresh and energized after that. So, okay, I'll also teach you one technique. It's called Bhastrika. You know, we normally teach these in our workshops. We make a loose fist in front of the shoulder. Do you feel that sometimes with these long online classes, do you feel some tiredness coming in very quickly these days? It happens. So Bhastrika is what we call instant energizer. So if you're very tired, you do a few rounds of Bhastrika and you find that there's a lot of energy coming into the body. All right. So what we need to do is we can make a loose fist with both your hands in front of the shoulders. All right. Loose fist. Shoulders, unke theek samne halki si muthi. When I say breathe in, you throw your hands open and you open the palms. You open it. And when I say breathe out, you bring it back into a fist. And when you're breathing out, you make the breath a little strong. So it's like sneezing. Would you like to try it? Can I guide you through it? So you can use this anytime you're feeling tired. Just before lunch, if you're feeling my eyes are not opening, just do 20 times Bhastrika and you open your eyes, you'll feel a sense of lightness. All right. So if you want, you can try it right now. Let's make a loose fist in front of the shoulders. हल्की सी मुट्ठी कंधों के सामने. Just loosen the shoulders. Just loosen it. या नफीस जी मुट्ठी को थोड़ा कंधों के सामने ले आइए. आपका ऊपर है. हाँ, perfect, correct posture. यहाँ पे, ठीक है. Now आंखें बंद कर लीजिए. Everybody, let's take a normal breath in and slowly breathe out. And now with full enthusiasm, breathe in, take your hands up, open the palms, and breathe out. Bring your hand down and fist again. Breathe in, hands go up, palms open. हाथों को ऊपर ले जाइए. Breathing out, put it back into a fist. थोड़ा जोश के साथ करेंगे सब. ठीक है? एक बार आप मुझे देख लीजिए. Everybody open your eyes and just watch me. This is very helpful in removing tiredness. Okay? So just watch me once. In, 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 in. Clear? इससे ना प्राणा मूव होने लग जाता है. सर्दी वर्दी निकल जाती है. तो अगर अभी सर्दी है तो रुमाल बिछा लीजिए, सब निकलने वाला है. And your immunity can also become better. Okay, right now immunity is the best thing you can do for yourself, right? So let's try it out. Loose fist in front of the shoulder. Normal breath in and breathe out. And with full enthusiasm, in, take your hands up, out, down, in, out, in, out, in, out. जोश के साथ. In, out, in, out, in, out, in, out, in, out. More power. In, out, in. रिलैक्स. आंखें बंद, हथेलियां घुटनों के ऊपर. गहरी सांस भरे. And breathe out, exhale. Relax the whole body. And slowly open your eyes. Is it okay? Right? So what you need to do at home when you're doing it on your own, 20 times 3 cycles. 20, relax, 20, relax, 20, relax. You will find a lot of energy. Are you feeling a little relaxed right now? Bhastrika में हम लोग ने सिर्फ 10 बार ही किया, लेकिन suddenly you might find a little bit of energy coming into the body. Okay, so what we will do now is a very short guided meditation. You can write this down. Bhastrika is 20 into 3. So you can do 20 times, relax, 20 times, relax, 20 times, relax. Just pump up the energy in the body. 20 into 3. I'm just sharing a few tips and techniques which might help you during this lockdown and lethargy. Okay. Now, the next part I would like to do with us is a very short guided meditation. If all of us would participate, it might give you a deep experience. Okay. So the first rule of meditation is आंखें बंद रखिएगा. जितना देखना है अभी आंखें खोल के सबको घूर लीजिए. इसके बाद 10 मिनट के लिए can you just keep your eyes closed and be with my instructions. Okay. And the second instruction is you can put your phones off. Just avoid disturbance. Keep your back straight and keep both your hands open on your lap. खुला रखिएगा गोद के ऊपर. And I'll just guide you through a very simple meditation. All right. So let's close our eyes. सभी आंखें बंद कर ले. एक गहरी सांस भरे. Let's take a deep breath in and breathe out. Relax the shoulders. Let's take another deep breath in and breathe out. Just let go of all the tiredness of the entire day. Breathe in and breathe out. Continue breathing normally. साधारण सांस लेते जाए और छोड़ते जाए. Become aware of all the noises around you. वातावरण में जो भी आवाजें हो रही है उस पे अपना ध्यान ले जाए. The sound of the traffic, the sound of some voices, the sound of the fan, the sound of your own breath. Just let them be. सभी आवाजों को स्वीकार कर ले. Take a gentle breath in and breathe out. Incoming breath energizes the body, and outgoing breath relaxes the body. Just become aware of this as we breathe in and breathe out. Take another gentle breath in. And as you breathe out, relax the whole body. पूरे शरीर को ढीला छोड़ दे. Take your attention to the right foot. बिना हिले अपना ध्यान मन ही मन अपने दाएं पैर पर ले जाए. The right foot, the right knee, the right thigh, the right hip, relax the entire right leg. पूरे दाएं पैर को विश्राम दे. Very gently breathe in and breathe out. Now take your attention to the left leg. अपने बाएं पैर पे अपना ध्यान ले जाए. बिना हिले मन ही मन. Relax the left foot. The left knee. The left thigh. The left hip. Relax the entire left leg. Gently breathe in and breathe out. Take your attention to the abdomen and stomach, the chest, take your attention to the shoulders. Relax your right arm, the palms, the finger, the elbow, the bicep. पूरे दाएं हाथ और कंधे को ढीला छोड़ दे. विश्राम करे. And now relax the left arm, the palms, the wrist, the elbows, the shoulder. Relax the entire left arm. Vishram kare. Take your attention to the throat. गले पे ध्यान ले जाए. And relax every muscle in the face, the forehead, the eyes, the cheek, the lips, Relax the whole body. The whole body. पूरे शरीर को विश्राम दें. Keeping the body still, relax more and more. Now become aware of your thoughts. मन में जो भी विचार आ रहे हैं उस पे ध्यान ले जाए. Positive or negative, do not resist them. Simply watch your thoughts come and go. विचारों को देखते जाए. Become one with your thoughts. Now become aware of your emotions. Pleasant or unpleasant. Just be with it. भावनाओं के प्रति सजग हो जाए. सुखद या दुखद रहने दे. Become one with your emotions. भावनाओं के साथ एक हो. Let go of all your efforts and relax more and more. सभी प्रयत्न छोड़ के विश्राम करें. You are peace. You are joy. Keeping the body still, let go of all your efforts and let go, relax. सभी चेष्टाओं को छोड़ के विश्राम करें. Take a gentle breath in and breathe out. Once again, become aware of your emotions. भावनाओं के प्रति सजग हो जाए. Once again, become aware of your thoughts. विचारों के प्रति सजग हो जाए. Let's take a deep breath in. And as you breathe out, relax the whole body. Any stiffness in the neck, shoulder, पूरे शरीर को विश्राम दे. वातावरण में जो भी आवाजें हो रही है उस पे ध्यान ले जाए. एक और गहरी सांस भरे और मुस्कुराते हुए छोड़े. And slowly and gradually you may open your eyes. धीरे धीरे आंखें खोल सकते हैं. Very slowly you may open the eyes. How was your experience? You meditated for 12 minutes. 12 से 13 मिनट आपने ध्यान किया. कैसा लग रहा है अभी? Wonderful, divine, very nice, good. Are you feeling a little more relaxed? Manoj is saying very nice, Neeraj nice, relaxing, very nice, very relaxed. Thank you. Comfortable and relaxed, very nice. See, few minutes, 10 मिनट, ये तो बिना सीखे 10 मिनट हम सिर्फ आंखें बंद करके एक हल्का सा ध्यान लिए, अचानक से मन एकदम हल्का हो गया. Are you feeling slightly better than when you came in? Do you feel that? Yeah, slightly different. It's very interesting. So attending to yourself, today's session was just a reminder to give yourself a little bit of time. We take out time for everything in the world, for everybody, our jobs. We may spend half our life just trying to earn wealth, and then we end up losing our health. And then we spend half our wealth to get back the health. Correct? And इस lockdown के समय, ये viral के समय, best thing you can do for yourself is expand your immunity level. Science has said that when you're meditating, your immunity level is rising because your nervous system is becoming stronger. Yeah. So of course, exercise, be creative, but if you can also spend a little time on these things also, it might make you feel very fresh in your life. Yes. So thank you all so much for being here. I hope you felt good. And I would like to conclude with just one small example. If you don't know how to row the boat, you can keep changing the boat, but it does not make a difference. Do you agree? अगर नौका चलाना नहीं आता, हम जितना भी बोट्स क्यों ना बदल दे, वो नौका नहीं आगे बढ़ने वाला. So if you cannot handle your mind, you can change everything about your life. कई बार हम लोग फ्रस्ट्रेशन में हमें आके लगता है जॉब बदल देंगे तो शायद मन ठीक हो जाएगा, या रिश्ते बदल देंगे तो शायद मन ठीक हो जाएगा, लाइफ पार्टनर बदल देंगे तो शायद जिंदगी आसान हो जाती, या शहर बदल देंगे तो और आसान होती. Isn't it? We keep thinking that if I could change this, it would become better. But unfortunately, the same mind goes with us wherever we go. Do we agree? Yeah. So attending to the very core of it. That is the secret of stress management, if you ask me. Yes. So it was lovely being here with all of you. I know we have representations from so many colleges, and I'm very happy to share that the Art of Living has been doing stress management, skill enhancement programs across universities of AICTE. I myself have been taking programs in almost all the IITs, IIMs, NITs. AICTE has so many campuses, they have come forward. And I feel as students also, faculties, of course, faculties and students, I think we need to be able to handle ourselves better, our minds better, isn't it? Otherwise, nowadays you hear so much of people getting depressed at the drop of the hat. थोड़ा सा कुछ गड़बड़ होता है, लगता है मन खराब हो गया. And especially the youth programs, we call it the Youth Empowerment and Skills Workshop. It's called the Yes Plus program, and it's a skills program. It is not just about meditation. It's about techniques to improve concentration, confidence. आज के दिन जब बच्चे इंटरव्यूज देने जाते हैं, सिर्फ मार्क्स मायने नहीं रखता. Do you agree on that as professors? It's not just marks. People are looking for body language. They're looking for confidence. They're looking for presence of mind. They want to see how we respond to crisis. Correct? And are we training our children for that in the world? Yeah. So this entire workshop, which we do, it's a 4-day program, few hours each day. We teach them personal empowerment as well as soft skills. How can they do better and achieve excellence in the world, at the same time handle their mind better? Yes, I would be very happy to share my contact number with all of you. If any of you feel you would like to know more, or you would like your college to get in touch with me, we would be happy to customize our programs, provide programs for faculties, especially in this lockdown. I think right now we need it more than anything else. So you can take my number down. It's 98363 76333. If one of you can also share it. Yeah, thank you, Kiranji. 98363 76333. Kiran, can you just add one more 3 in the end? 98363 76333. I'm always available on WhatsApp or on call, and we have teachers in every part of the country. Up top se bottom le lijiye. We have local teachers who have taken out time to volunteer and teach such programs to students and faculties. So feel free to contact me. I will connect you to the concerned faculty, and we will be very happy to assist you in any other way. So I hope you have enjoyed this session. I know it was after lunch, but I hope it gives some kind of relief, and I wish you all the very, very best. Thank you so much. If you have any questions you would like to ask, you can unmute and ask, or you can share it on the chat room. I can be available for another 5-10 minutes for questions. Anything you would like to ask. You are most welcome, Anilji.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
You're most welcome, Vanavji. Thank you for inviting me.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Sir, I would go to request the participants if you have any particular questions, you can ask, madam. You can unmute and you can ask any.
Vanavji, you can write one more message on the group chat. It's called Yoga Nidra. YOGANIDRA. Yog Nidra by Shri Shri Ravi Shankar ji. In case kai baar lockdown ke samay, if you feel that your sleep is not happening well, you could try listening to this track while sleeping. So when you get into bed.
That's true. That's true.
Yes. Go
sorry,
ahead.
ma'am. Sorry, you
I've completed. Go ahead, Vanavji.
This illness, I don't know what to say. This illness is with me also. So we are. My daughter used to tell that I am looking at online, so I am not getting sleep.
Vanavji, it's very true. Nowadays I think maybe because our physical activity is lesser. Correct, Vanavji. It's very true. Maybe because our general movements have become lesser. So in general, most of us are feeling that our sleep is not very sound these days. And the mind is restless. Whenever the mind is something very small can also be a trigger in the mind to keep us awake. Isn't that true for us? छोटी सी बात कई बार ऐसे लूप में अटक जाती है एंड फिर नींद नहीं आता है. तो मैंने देखा है, Vanavji, you can try this track, Yog Nidra by Shri Shri Ravi Shankar ji. Just play it while sleeping, and somewhere in the middle you'll drift into sleep. It'll help you. Neeraj, could you just type it on the chat room, please? I'm unable to do it.
Yoga Nidra.
Yoga Nidra. YOGANIDRA. I could see some messages coming. Yeah, Yoga Nidra. Yeah, Neeraj, correct. Thank you for sharing that. NIDRA, Yoga Nidra by Shri Shri Ravi Shankar ji. It's very relaxing while sleeping. You can make your family also do it. It's something very simple. So Bhastrika is one thing we learned today. Panchakosha meditation is what I made you do. And the third is Yoga Nidra. Just a few tips that I could share. So I could see some questions on the group. Somebody is asking, are there any certain vitamins and supplements that we can take in this time? I think most of us are aware right now that vitamin D3 and vitamin D3 is essential at this point of time. And there is something called Shakti drops. In case there is an Art of Living center near you, it's a very small bottle of some drops. That is also an immunity enhancer. So again, if you contact, I could send you some links that can help you. Right? Somebody is writing on the group chat that I feel very tired after classes. Correct. Especially online, I think our eyes feel strained because you're continuously getting exposure to screen. The eyes have a lot of pain. Correct. So at this time, again, middle of the day after lunch, if you want to do Yoga Nidra, 20 minutes, it's like a semi-sleep. You get rest also, and the mind becomes fresh. So you'll find Yoga Nidra helping you. At the same time, if you can incorporate some meditation into your lifestyle, you will find your energy levels going higher. I have tried, I've been into sports, I've been into music and creativity. I think all these things help, but I have found meditation to be very, very powerful in increasing this. After class, yes, Nafis ji, bilkul. Aap after class bhi kar sakte ho. Or due to headphones, it hurts. Nafis ji, try changing it. कई बार ना इतना block ho jata hai, thoda if you can use something looser, yeah, it might be able to help you in the ear pain. What is the difference between, sorry, can somebody ask the questions? I'm losing track of the questions. Let me just get the chat room.
What is the difference between yoga and art of living?
Okay, yeah. So yoga is purely at the physical level, which leads to relief at the mental level. In Art of Living, we have programs on yoga as well as meditation, as well as skills, depending on what you need. We have purely yoga workshops also, which is for physical health. Our Art of Living programs for universities and colleges, it helps in both physical fitness as well as mental fitness. The Sudarshan Kriya, if you read up on it, is a world-renowned technique. It just flushes out negativity from your body and mind. Yeah. At the same time, the Yes Plus course, which we do for youngsters, it is about enhancing your skills. It's not enough to be peaceful. After being peaceful, your activity level should be dynamic, isn't it? Yeah, it's said silence inside, dynamism outside. But often we do the opposite. We are dynamic inside and completely silent outside. So it's just the reverse. So very powerful techniques. There is a 3-minute technique on concentration, which we teach children. There is a short technique which helps them to get over nervousness and stage fear. So it's a package. We have different programs. If you contact me, I'll connect you to the concerned resource. Yes. How can we ignite our neurons? Again, igniting our neurons, meditation definitely helps. Neurons, nervous system, the hypothalamus. Nowadays, there is so much research, scientific research that has gone behind it. If you're curious, please read up some more. It might help you gain more insights. Yes. Any other questions? Yes, Vanavji, please go ahead.
One interesting question
Yes,
from
sir.
Richita Desai, madam. I think that's a genuine question. She's work-life balance and especially to manage kids. And yeah, that question.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it helps to be more and more in the present. We carry so much baggage from our previous day, isn't it? Things that happen. It's not actually physical activity that tires us. It is our mind that tires us. How many of you feel you agree with me on that? It's not physical tiredness. It's our mind that tires us. So even though you're sitting with your children, your mind is at work. You're sitting at your work, your mind is worrying about your children. We are rarely where we are. Right now, we are here. Can we be completely here and enjoy this moment right here, right now? Right? Do you feel after meditation, your mind is slightly more here? Right? So I think the work balance, family balance, all this comes when your health is better, when your energy levels are higher. I've had phases when I'm tired and everything becomes a pain. Even things I love doing become a boj, become a burden. And the same thing when the days my energy levels are higher, I feel like I can balance everything so much better. Yeah. So again, coming back to those 3-4 points we spoke about, please do physical exercises. Please be creative. Please take out time for yourself. Please watch your food and diet. That has an important impact on your mind. And the last is meditation. Yes, I hope I've been able to provide some insights. And I hope I've inspired you at least to be able to learn meditation. Thank you so much, Rachita, for participating so much. It's been a very interactive audience. Thank you,
Yeah.
Dr. Vanav.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Thank you. Thank you for handling this session and coming to this FDP, and of course providing us with energy, which I believe participants will carry out throughout the FDP and thereafter. So
thank you so much, Dr.
yeah,
Vanav.
ma'am. Thank you very much on behalf of our director, Professor Dr. Pinkeshwar Mahanta, NIT Arunachal Pradesh, and myself, and on behalf of our past participants. Yeah, thank you, ma'am.
Thank you
Ma'am,
so
one
much,
last
Dr. Vanav.
question, ma'am.
Yes, Aisha.
Hello?
Sorry. Yes,
Am I able
Aisha.
to hear? Am I audible, ma'am?
Yes, Aisha. Go ahead.
Ma'am, one last question. I want to ask you the way meditation helps everyone. I think maybe, but the ways in which the meditation has been carried out might differ from person to person.
Correct.
Yes,
True,
ma'am.
Aisha.
Because someone might feel peace when they are simply doing wrist walking. Someone may
Yes, yes.
find peace when they are in prayers, particularly.
Absolutely. Absolutely,
And,
Aisha.
that's what
Absolutely.
I mean to say. They should go ahead with the way they are feasible.
Absolutely. For sure. In fact, Aisha,
Yes, ma'am.
I would tell you something that I have learned in my life. You know, we often think or, OR. From
Mm-hmm.
or shifting to and, A-N-D.
Okay.
You can do this and this and this. You know, one thing about breathing, I'll tell you, Aisha, it helps your lung capacity to expand. You know, when you do meditation, Aisha, your nervous system becomes very soothed. Otherwise,
Hmm.
have you noticed, Aisha, when you get very angry, the nervous system gets heated up? Have you seen this?
Yes, yes.
Yeah, or if you're depressed, your breathing becomes very slow, your exhalation. Mere saath hi kyun hota hai? Yeah. So there is a very strong connection, Aisha, between the breath and the mind. So that is why the first thing I said, physical exercise, music, creativity, prayer, ये सब आप करिए. लेकिन साथ ही साथ, if you also want to learn meditation, it might increase your lung capacity tremendously, Aisha. बहुत ज्यादा. बिकॉज इमोशंस, किसी ने अभी मुझे प्राइवेटली पूछा भी कि आई एम वेरी इमोशनल. यू नो, इमोशन से क्या होता है, ब्रीदिंग बिकम्स शैलो. हैव यू नोटिस व्हेन यू आर वेरी स्ट्रेस्ड, सांस का पता ही नहीं चलता है, वो एकदम धीमी हो जाती है. सो व्हेन यू डू अ लिटिल बिट ऑफ प्राणायाम्स, द ब्रीदिंग जस्ट पुशेस एयर इनटू योर लंग्स and it removes stress. So it's very scientific, Aisha. I would say continue doing all that you are doing. And if you can also add meditation during lockdown, your immunity will rise a lot. So try
And
it out, Aisha, whatever works for you.
perspective also matters a lot, ma'am, because sometimes what we feel as a problem, that might be a challenge actually. So
Absolutely.
that I have personally realized it during the lockdown period. What all
Correct.
were the problems for me, they became challenges, and when I faced them with that perspective, they really came out with good results. Like I am totally my job was 9 to 5, but now I am busy from 4 to 7 in the evening. But still, I could
Lovely.
manage everything because the perspective is changed.
Very
The
true,
way I
Aisha.
handle the things is changed now, right now. So
Correct.
even
Very
though
true.
that job was 9 to 5 job where we used to go manually to college and come back and do these all things. Now we are doing at home, and
Correct.
I'm managing everything: online webinars, online sessions, online FDPs,
Correct.
STTPs, my
Correct.
personal classes,
Correct.
and evaluation process is also there. Doing all the things, but the only thing I felt is my perspective have changed. Lockdown has got so many positive aspects actually.
Very true, Aisha. This is exactly what I'd started the session, and you've summed it up so beautifully that it is not the external situation. Sometimes it's just our perspective that needs to change. So there are things
But
we can do to help that.
Yeah,
everybody
Aisha ma'am.
are worried
Aisha
about
ma'am.
that. Everybody are,
Aisha ma'am. Where are you from?
I am from Kalaburgi, Bangalore side, sir, Gulbarga. Kalaburgi,
Oh,
Karnataka.
okay.
Oh.
So madam actually is from Bangalore only. You can call her for a regular. Yeah. That will be very nice. Yeah. That will be very nice.
Okay, thank
Absolutely.
you so much.
Yeah.
Thank
Thank you,
you
ma'am.
so
Thank
much.
you, organizers. Thank you
Yes,
so
ma'am.
much.
Thank you all so much. Thank you, Dr.
Yeah.
Venna, for calling me and inviting me. And I thank all of you for kindly sharing your feedback on the chat rooms and appreciating the session. Thank you all so much.
Thank
Thank
you.
you. Have a
Yes, ma'am.
lovely
Thank you, ma'am.
day.
Thank you, ma'am. Yes,
Thank
ma'am. Thank
you.
you, ma'am.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, ma'am. You can unmute.
Yes.
I will have some session with our
Yes,
participants.
sir.
Yes, ma'am.
I'm just finding the exit options. I'm sorry.
Yeah. It's.
Thank you, sir.
Yes. Hello, participants. So next session will be at 3:30. So everybody can log in around 3:25 or 3:20. So if you want any discussion right now, we have almost 35 minutes more. I can spend some time here. So if you have any questions, you can post to me. Yeah, if you have any questions, you can just post. You can ask in the this forum itself, so that all others can also benefit. Yes, there is a question of attendance. Yeah, definitely I will be sending. Don't worry. So I have that link. Okay, so I'll just send that link. Okay, then I will take leave.